happened? Did I come on? Did it go okay? Did it change something? Why is my camera off position, man? That I don't understand. All right, people, if you can hear me, let me know. It is Monday night, May 25, 2026, 3 days away from Film Fest 2026, the event of the year. And this is going to be a badass event. So let's get it going. All right, give me a second here. Dun, 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 dun. Why it does not want me to come on. Okay, forget this. We want to go here. We want to refresh it. Let me see if I got my chatters on. If you can hear me, see y'all in Georgia. Hyped, hear you and see you now. Cash the goat. Let's go. Graham, Chris, Bill, thank you. Feeling better tonight? Not really, but I am excited. Okay, so I still got a little bit of that chills, but you know we're gonna push through just like anything else. You know, we're gonna push through it. So let's get our intro going. So we'll start with that, and then we'll bring on our guests. We'll get this party started right off the top. There's my chats. Woo, chat's looking good. Okay, so that's working. That's always a good sign. And then we'll start the intro, and then we'll get it going. And eventually I will get some music to this intro because I'm sick and tired of this without the music. All right, and we are back, and we got our chats on here, and we got Lita, Mr. Ahmed, and Bill. It says you seem a bit better. Man, I feel better because I've accomplished some stuff that was on my to-do list, so I do feel a little bit better on that aspect. I just don't feel so good on the physical health aspect of it, but it will come, right? It will get there. So let's, ooh, I like this. Okay. All right. So just got some checks on here. So without further ado, hopefully I will get my co-host on here, Ryan Wilcox, the assassin, to be pronounced properly. But without further ado, let's get on tonight's guest because I am freaking excited. Let's go.
What's up,
Mr. Tim Johnson, welcome to the film podcast.
Welcome. Thank you for the bill. Welcome.
Hey, man, you look good, man. How do you feel?
I feel good. I was just on a bike ride, came home, had some dinner, and then popped back over here. So, can you hear me fine when I'm backed up like that, or not really?
No, you're fine. You're good.
I just
Your
might
audio's
lean
good.
back. I
Your
didn't
video's
know.
good. So if you want to chill back and relax, that's fine with us. For the people that do not know who Mr. TTown Tints is, please introduce yourself.
Well, I own TTown Tints and TTown T-Shirtz. We just moved into our new location, as you can see in the back, and yeah, it's been exciting. It's been stressful, but exciting. A lot of money poured into this place, but yeah, it's been exciting for sure.
So how long have you been in the tint industry? How long have you been tinting?
I've been tinting for 15 years.
15
and
years.
Yeah, 15 years I've been tinting. I've been on my own for 5. I've been in this place for 3 months. But grand opening was Saturday.
All right, so let's get a little background on who you are and what got you into the tint industry. So 15 years, how did you get into window tint? That's always the question.
Well, yeah, there was one of my buddies at the time. He was working for the company that I worked for, and they were looking for somebody to tint windows or to clean windows on 2 days out of the week. And I was working at a tire shop, Bell Tire, and So I went and got the job over there. Worked on Wednesday, worked on Thursday. The guy that got me the job broke his leg on Friday. I got a phone call on Friday. Says I need you full time. I said I need more money. He gave me more money, and here I am. Yep.
Wow. So you went from changing tires to tinting windows.
Yep. Yeah, I
That
was gonna be a
sounds
glass.
very familiar.
I was gonna be a glass. I was trying to be a glass tech too, change windows and stuff. My brother-in-law was doing it. So.
I don't know where I heard that tire guy going into window tinting. I've heard that somewhere.
Oh yeah, you. That's right. Yeah.
What is up, Marion, Mr. Big Young Park, Dustin Gonzalez? That grand opening looked like a good turnout. Congrats. Yo Yo by Thomas. So let's talk about your grand opening, but I wanted to kind of build up to that. So you got into by just getting into it from a friend, cleaning windows. Now, when that guy broke his leg, did you turn into a tinter overnight, or did you do cleaning the windows full time and then slowly got into tinting?
I mean, don't we all turn in window tinters overnight? No. So actually, I have a story in a sense of like some tinters do that. The person training me didn't let me do much. Like I was hired as a cleaner, and he was by himself, but he still only wanted me to clean the windows. So he wasn't really teaching me anything. So the guy that broke his leg, when he finally was able to come back on a wheelchair, he legitimately started showing me the ropes of tinting windows. The crazy part is the guys that taught me how to tint windows, they were only tinting windows for six months before I even got there. So I was being taught by somebody that was just taught window tint too. It might have been a year, but I don't even think it was been a year. It was probably 6 months or a year. Because Lumar actually came down. Actually, it was through 44 Tools, Precision Performance Films or whatever. They actually came down and taught those guys. So yeah. So they
Your
actually.
team came from another employee that broke his leg. That's the one that trained you.
The other guy trained me too, obviously, but this one
He trained
let
you
me
how to
do
clean
more.
the windows. He trained you prepping. This other guy taught you how to tint.
Yeah.
Well, I
I
mean, you
guess
know
so.
what? We hear that all the time. I mean, come on, in this industry, you see that most guys, especially old school guys, right, that's been doing this for a while, they don't teach you tinting right off the top. They teach you how to prep first. They want you to understand the cleaning process, prep, and then they teach you how to handle film and stuff. Now, unless you're going into the YouTube or the training classes, you're going right into installation, and then they cover prepping, but that I think it's kind of like where you look at it. And then also there are some people that are scared about their job. They don't want to teach you everything because they don't want you to take over their job. So there's a little bit of that, especially with old school. There's mentality that limits growth, in my opinion. Again, my opinion, guys. Don't hold me down to it. Blind leading the blind. So
I just think he had. I think he had. I think he just had. He had a big control issue.
control issues. What tinter does
I
not have a control issues? Like, have you met a tinter that does not have control issues? Let me ask you that.
I don't have a control issue. Well, hang on. Bill and Charlie were here for my grand opening. They might be able to chime in there in the chat if I have a control issue.
So, 15 years ago, you started that, and then 5 years ago, you decided to go on your own. Did you stay with the same company for 10 years?
Yeah, I worked there for 10 years. So the guy that wouldn't let me do much, he was only there for about a year, 2 years of me working there. And it was just me and him, me and the other guy. And then probably a year or so after that, the guy that was my friend, I would say was because we're not friends anymore, unfortunately. Uh, a long story for that, but he ended up losing his job, and I ended up taking over the tint department. So I probably ran the tint department for probably I want to say 6 years, if not 7 years. So, and we ran it at the store I started with, and then actually the store that I started at when we moved to the new location was definitely my space. So because I ended up hiring my nephew. I had taught my nephew how to tint with me. So I've
So,
trained a lot
what
of
made the
people.
transition from leaving that place to starting your own business 5 years ago?
I got fired. Best thing that's
Oh
ever
man,
happened to me. Yep.
first time that happened to
I've been fired from like McDonald's when I was younger.
you?
We've closed the shop, like the factory I worked at. They closed down. So yeah, I mean never been really fired, but from McDonald's when I was a kid. So,
Right,
but yeah, no, I was fired, and it's fine because like I said, it's obviously look at me now. You know what I mean? But
right.
uh, it comes down to keep training somebody and losing people and training somebody. And every time I did that, I even though I was working by myself, I still made more money because I got more commission. And then when I hired somebody else, they took commission away from me. And you would think you would be able to make more money, but you really don't when they take percents away from you. So it doesn't. I always had a poor attitude, and I will admit that to every single customer who walks in this store, just because they wanted me to do a million cars at a time and train somebody, and I just didn't want to do it anymore.
So, was this a tint shop? Was this a dealership, or was this like a all-in-one shop you were working at?
Well, they're all in one shop now, but it was an audio shop. So they did car starters, radios, and window tint. So before the shop started tinting themselves, they outsourced it to a local company that was doing it.
Gotcha.
And then they were like, why are we paying somebody else to tint windows when we can just buy the film, buy the film ourselves and train a couple of our guys that may want to do it. So that's what they did. Smartest thing I've ever. I mean, that's smart. I mean, that
Right.
same company that was in the company that I worked for is still in another company in our area doing the same thing. And I still don't think they're hired employees. They're just subcontracted and they just have a station where they work at. So,
Nice. Cool.
but, and in 5 years compared to 30 plus years and 30 plus years and at least three shops that have window tint services. I mean, I have more reviews than everybody in the city. And I did all of that. I did probably 495 reviews out of my house shop. So, and I'm at 508 now. So, I
So,
just
you
did
opened up
500.
your shop in 2020 or 2021?
It would have been 2021.
2021. So, right after COVID or right in the middle of COVID.
It was after COVID.
Okay. So, you worked there during COVID when COVID happened?
Yeah, we were off for what were we off? We were off for 6 weeks, and then they brought us back because we sold batteries.
Necessity.
Yep, we sold batteries. Yep, which was nice because we got unemployment, and then when we came back, the deal was he took that government loan thing. The deal was if we came back, he would back pay us everything that we would have been paid while we were off. So we basically double dipped, but it was from the government that paid us to come back and work. So, and he didn't blame us if we didn't want to come back right away because the situation that was happening. So, but
Right.
that was the word. That was a bad time to be tinting windows because you know how many times we put tools in our mouths. It's like mask on. God damn it, mask, black mask. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that. Oh, that's crazy. I'm gonna be honest. In COVID, I only wore a mask when I went out, like around the area. When I was by myself, man, because at that time I worked by myself, so it was like there was no mask on. That thing irritated the hell out of my ears, most of everything. The mask were just crazy. I ended up finding some of these silicone ones off of Amazon that were really comfortable. They had the little vent on the side that you change the filter out on, and that's what my ears tolerated. Everything else, man, I had tried so many different things. The little plastic that goes in front of them on top of the mask, all kind of cloth, mask and double layer, triple layer. Like my God, that thing was just horrible. Thank God we're over with that. So you started out of your house. You're like, you got 10 plus years experience. You got fired. You're like, okay, screw this. I'm just gonna do it out of my own place. I'm gonna be my own boss.
Yep. Well, I had the T-shirt business, so T-shirt business. That's one of the when I got fired. He was like, "Well, I want you to work on your T-shirt business." You didn't really push it real hard during COVID, which I mean, I don't make as much money as people. T-shirt businesses don't make as much money as people think they do. Less time consuming. It's not like having Tint Wiz where you put that form in there and they tell you what they want and you send a proposal in 30 seconds. It's, hey, I got this logo and they clipped it off of Google or AI now, and hey, I want this on a shirt, but I want it to be the best quality ever, and I want it for $5. You know, and I'm not doing that, and I won't do that no more. So I'm done with small orders unless it's hats and I have them in stock, or it's window tint people that I'm doing small stuff for, just or big school stuff for the T-shirt business. So because that's not going to pay this bill. So window tint will.
All
Am I
right.
freezing? Am I freezing up on people? It kind of looks
No,
like
man, you're good on my side. Unless you're freezing online, I don't know about that. Nobody has complained about it, so it seems to be all good.
I have you on
Um,
the screen over here, and it looked like it is. So that's what I was wondering. That's all.
well, we got the ass in finally in.
What's up, guys?
So I took the guys out to dinner after we got done with the grand opening. Charlie and Bill, and Bill brought his daughter, and I don't me and Bill both redhead, or me and Charlie are both redheads, and you said assassin. I say I'm the ginger ninja. I'm gonna make a shirt. I'm gonna make a shirt, the ginger ninja.
Well, that's how we are with Eric Pendleton. Eric Pendleton, where he calls us Hero and Kumar with me and Thomas, and we call him Ginger Ninja. So
Oh, you call him ginger ninja? Oh,
yeah,
don't be using my words, man. I was a ginger before him. I was a ginger before him.
I don't doubt it. I don't question it. I'm just saying that's what he goes by, man. So that's between you and Eric Pendleton. You guys the redheads can fight each other out. Like that would be something definitely to see who wins on that one. I mean, I'm pretty sure you got a lot more reach over Pendleton, and he's a beach boy, and you're out of the cold, man. So you're like, hey, ice tickle, get over here. Mortal Kombat style.
It's the
Fudging Turner's in the house. What's up, Trip?
Ginger Ninja squared. The two of you.
Destin Gonzalez is calling Leprechaun Ninja 3D print some Clover Ninja stars.
I will.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
I 3D print a lot. I 3D print a lot of stuff. If you don't have a 3D printer, I don't know what you guys are doing. My
Not
waiting
3D
room
printing.
has my waiting room has K-pods, and it has cups in there. I 3D printed all that mounting stuff. I didn't buy it. I made it. My camera needs a new angle. I printed an angle for my ring camera. I just haven't mounted it yet, but print everything.
Nice.
Print this right here.
That's crazy, man. I want
forgot to
to
find
get
out.
into 3D. I want to get into 3D printing myself.
Well,
just
if you weren't
haven't
playing with
I
your
haven't
3D
had
print,
no
if you weren't
that,
playing with your
Ryan?
3D print, I said if you weren't playing with your 3D printer so much, you'd be able to make those logos for people.
No, they already have their AI logo.
I know. I was actually just I was just talking to a friend of ours. They were asking me about. They took this photograph of a very beautiful sunset, and they wanted to put it on the back window, And I'm like, you got to find a graphic artist or somebody to render it for you to get it printed and everything. I said that's going to be the biggest trick, And the average person doesn't understand that, and that's you probably deal with that a lot. Well, you can't just put it in your computer and print it, like why you got to charge me this money? But I understand, like you guys can spend a lot of time to try to make that file workable.
Very workable. It's tough. It's very tough. So that's the downside of the t-shirt business. We need layers.
Justin says you need layers.
Yeah.
So layers is your problem. You gotta have multiple layers. That's like doing the old school Photoshop, like back in the days, man. Everything was multiple layers and stuff. It's not like new stuff where you just click and it did half the work for you.
Hmm.
Literally used to have to trace everything, man. That was crazy. My arm would go numb from doing that for hours and hours back in the
So,
day.
so when you talk about digitizing, when I do a hat, that's exactly what you do with a hat. There's no way, there's a simple way around it, but it's not good. Like they have like auto trace stuff when they do it, but legitimately, if you look at my hat right here, you have to go and make clicks all the way across this. So every time everywhere it goes, you got to make a click because it's got to know where the threads got to go, and then you got to make
Oh, I
different
mean,
layers
good.
each way it goes and
I
stuff.
used to do the same thing with when I was designing wheel catalogs and stuff. Like literally, would have to go in, zoom in, super zoom in, go in and clean out because if you want that edge to be crispy, like you're just talking about right there, that's literally what you had to do was you had to spend hours and it was all mouse work. I mean, there was not like auto select and it would just delete stuff. And if it did, it was horrible because it would just it's like how AI is right now when you tell it to on ChatGPT, you tell it to do a change and it does partial, or if it does that change, it screws something else up. Yeah, I gotta take this call. Give me 1 second. Go ahead and talk.
Yeah,
Hello.
we found that out today because he has a Z on the back of T-shirts and not on tints. So I ended up changing it on my end. I did my graphic design. I did my graphic design. I went and blocked it out and put my name in there. So
Like, how was the opening?
it was busy. It
Yeah.
was busy. If I felt like, and I told the guys that were here working with me, I felt like if I was helping a customer and they were tinting a car, I felt bad. Like I didn't want
No.
to be socializing why I had people working, you know. I wanted to work,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? But I also am the face of the business that has to do that, you know. Even
Yep.
when I had a conversation and I pulled in a two window while they were tinting that. So I pulled in a two window. I still felt bad because I was tinting a two window while they were tinting a car, you know what I mean? But, you know,
Right.
that's how businesses ran. I mean, they came on their own dime. So they came on their own dime and, you know, I fed them all day and, you know, took care of them. Well,
All
we
right.
let
Sorry about
we let somebody take a nap here, you know, overnight. I mean, so pull the wagon guy. That's what he said. He pulled the wagon guy.
Somebody took a nap at your place?
No, we don't do. You're not allowed to sleep at your.
I don't know. I missed the end of it. You say you let somebody sleep at your place. Pete, what's up, Pete? Can't wait to see you, man. Couple more days. Hope you got that knife ready to go against Johnny Blade and your boss Carlos. I want to see who kicks ass in flat glass, especially with Pete.
I saw Carlos's post earlier. They were practicing.
Were they practicing really?
Well, that's what he said. I don't know. They had I think a Camry in there and a Model Y behind it. You know, because obviously nobody knows what the cars are, so they're just guessing, just getting cars in and working on them. I was trying to practice the other day on an A6 doing my bottom loading with the seals in.
Mm-hmm. Was it fun?
Yeah, the front windows suck on those. I think I did the passenger side front window 4 times. Yeah.
Damn.
Back windows, I was super happy. I'm like, oh man, yeah, I got this. This is good. The front window humbled me.
Make sure when we got to pick the front window to make it tough for everybody. Then
Yeah.
we can't hear you now. You're gone.
Uh-oh.
I think we lost Tim's sound. Yeah, Tim's sound. We can't hear you, bro. You were there, and all of a sudden you're gone.
Maybe it's something in his headphones said or something. Something
How about
switched.
now?
Yeah, there you are.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
You're good.
Does it sound the same or does it sound better?
Does
it sound the same?
Actually. No,
is it better?
actually, to me, it's crispier.
It's that microphone. That microphone. It just said it unexpectedly stopped. That's why I was tapping it. Like I haven't used this. I haven't used this in forever.
Batteries.
No, I haven't used that in forever.
I got the same one.
Yeah, I know. I told you to buy it. But Bill, my wife was texting me on my watch list, and my wife appreciates them too. So my wife was texting me, telling me that.
Nice.
But yeah, on a typical day, in being one man, I don't know what everybody else would do, but what we did was we did free upgrades. So if you bought the dyed film, you got carbon. If you got carbon, you got carbon ceramic, stuff like that. So almost everybody got. I think only one person got by carbon film because they got the cheapest option I have. Almost everybody else got ceramic, so they got super ceramic film. So I got to practice a lot with that super ceramic NanoFlex from Flex Film and tricky windows. I think that's some tough film to work with sometimes with tough windows. I was saying on the podcast this morning, we did older Impala, like a 12 or something like that, and that windshield it did not like me.
Is it thicker?
No, not really.
No, it just doesn't want to shrink.
There's just more shit in it. It's not forgiving. So like if you crease something or you hit a little mark, like you can't chisel stuff out in it. So which is fine if you shrink it fine and put it in, it's fine. But
but yeah, there's always the but, right?
And I believe it outperforms any film on the market, but that's just me.
What are the numbers they claim?
98 IR. I don't know the teasers. I don't worry about teasers. And the only reason I don't worry about teasers is because I feel like I tell customers I want to see what you feel in the car, not what actually is blocking the heat. You know what I mean? The car's going to get hot eventually. I have best heat rejection out there, and my truck gets hot. Like, what are you going to feel when it comes in the window? This is what you're going to feel. And that's IR. So you can hate me, love me about that, but that's me.
You do a lot of ceramic up there?
Yeah, for sure.
So
it's crazy. Well, not in the winter. Wintertime's crazy. Like it's like car starters. Nobody thinks about getting a car starter until it's winter. When you can put a car starter on when you buy the car. Like why you wait until the winter when they're booked out 6 weeks?
Right.
That's just like in the tire business. People don't buy tires until there's rain on the road and they're slippering and they're going all over the place. So
everybody needs it now.
Yeah, and then tint, the same thing. Nobody wants tint for the last 3 months. All of a sudden now it got hot real quick, and now everybody wants it yesterday.
Yeah, because they're going out of town.
My phone on Friday and Saturday, like, dude, you're calling me a Saturday at 4:00 and you want to get your tint done now. Like, it's Saturday, it's Memorial Day weekend, like 4:11, and you think somebody's gonna tint your tint. I mean, well, somebody may, but I'm just saying, it's I wanted it done yesterday. I had a commercial account, so not a commercial account, commercial customer that's basically a broker. He's set me up to do a consultation, and I'm all ready to go, and I'm like, okay, hey, I'm heading that way, and he's like, oh, never mind, they canceled. Okay, no problem. And then all of a sudden he messaged back to back, like within hours, hey man, I'm trying to get in touch with you. I need to get this consultation back. The project's back on. I need this done now. Like blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, you set up an appointment with me. You had me like all ready to go, and then all of a sudden you cancel on me last second. You think I'm gonna give you priority? Like, I'm sorry. I'm gonna get to you when I get to you. I apologize. People may not like that, but I might be salty on that aspect. It's just, dude, you give priority to the customers that give you priority. If you're gonna cancel me in the last minute, especially when I'm saying, hey, I'm on the way, I'll be there in 30 minutes, and then you're like, oh, sorry, we don't need it no more.
Yeah, it's completely inconsiderate, like they can just that quick throw you away and screw up your schedule, and then it's a burden, for them because you can't change, your new schedule, right? Because like I don't understand how people think, in our line of work that, if somebody cancels, you don't think that we're going to try to fill that space in? Like sometimes you can't, right? So they might be able to do something for somebody, but Jesus, like some people just think are waiting for their call, right?
Well, I had an 11 o'clock appointment canceled at 10:21. Said, "Hey, I found somebody that can get me in faster."
What?
You set this appointment up last week, not today. Okay, you set this appointment up last week, and you're texting me at 10:21. Hey, I found somebody that can do it faster.
Well, here's what I think happened. Right, what happened is they got it tinted 5 days ago, and they finally got the tint with text message, and they got
Oh, that's
shit.
what happened.
Well, let me tell them that I didn't get. I already got my car tinted.
Well,
That's probably
I
what
appreciate
happened.
them at least telling me
Probably.
that they're not coming
Yep.
because it's better than the people that don't no show no call. Like, is that I do appreciate them at least letting me know, because that's what I messaged her back. I was like, hey, wish you best of luck, and if you can help you with anything else, let us know. Thank you for letting us know that you're gonna cancel the appointment. And then she actually canceled it through Tinwiz. So I don't mind that, because even though it's last minute, at least you're letting me know, rather than we're so used to like people not showing up even after you confirm with them. But now we're starting to do deposits, and it's starting to help out a little bit, but we're not able to get deposit on everybody. So it's kind of like you kind of have to deal with what you got. And this was one of those that it was requested a deposit was not made on it, but I wasn't having high hopes. But to at least get a message like, hey, I found somebody that can do it quicker. And then I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I was thinking. It was like, they've already got it tinted. They just now realize like, okay, hey, I'm going to play it dumb. And I'm like, I found somebody. But anyways, going back to your process of it, you started this 5 years ago at your home, and now you're in a shop. And this shop wasn't something that you wanted to open up. This was something that you were kind of forced into. So tell us a little bit about that experience.
Yeah, so I don't know, about 2 years ago, the city came. They have this thing called Engage Toledo, so people can report things. So somebody reported that I was running a tin shop out of the house, a couple of years ago, and I don't know if I had signs up yet, or maybe I just had yard signs or something like that. And they came by and said they don't see nothing wrong, close it down. Well, this time somebody came through and like made some chat GPT like, he's not supposed to do this, and that, and like all this type of code. And then they came by, and finally they told me I had 30 days to get out, or 30 days to move on, or clear up the zoning. Basically, it was zoning. So that 30th day, I called them and like, hey, I found a shop, because I was in looking for the shop after that, because I've been since the second year I've been doing it. I've looked for a shop every summer. I've always looked for a shop. Like, oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. I've looked, to be honest with you, like I have a memory that we were looking in the same complex I'm in now, like halfway down. There was a spot we were looking at that was like needed tons of work. So when I moved in here at least the shop floor looking pretty good, and the walls painted. I mean, the waiting room was pretty dramatic. And I did show you those pictures, which I want to talk and try to send this to you. I want to send you the before pictures too, so you can show them before pictures. But yeah, so they moved down there, and then there was a spot down the road down here that I tried to get a couple times. And I think it was like 2 years ago, I tried to get that spot, and they wanted me to get both spots because they had like a wall they could split. I'm like, I'll take half of it. I just can't do all of it. Like, you keep having these people rent this big ass place, and they keep falling through. You know why? Because you're making them take all of it. Split it. You split it, you might be able to keep somebody in there. It was a really, really good deal. But after thinking about everything going backwards, like I didn't know how much electric would cost, how much heating would cost, because it was big. Like, it was big space. Like, yes, it would have been great. I would have been to have TTown T-Shirtz on this side and a Tint on this side, and vice versa. But and it was only $2,000, which most people I've heard, and that's what their rent is now. Mine rent here is not that. But I always look for that. So after that, I was just looking through here, and we ended up calling somebody. We looked at like 3 different spots, and we came here and we agreed on rent. And when they came back, they said rent was higher. And then after that, when I talked to the owner, they said, oh, it's going to be even more. So yeah, but yeah, now we're here, and now they switched to property management. So property management's, I don't know about them right now, but yeah. So, but it's been great. I mean, realistically, from start to finish, it's been pretty awesome, to be honest with you.
That is crazy. Okay, so you got notified 2 years ago that you may have to exit. You started hunting for shops, didn't find
No, they
anything.
never. So they never notified me. They just had uh, a snitch site, basically. That's what I'll call it, a snitch site. And they did all on themselves. They investigated all on themselves.
Okay, so
So
ultimately you got now notified 3-4 months ago that you had 30 days to get out.
Yes. Yep.
So that was 3-4 months ago, but you were able to maintain your business in there until you had the final move, which was a couple weeks ago, right?
Yep. As soon as I came, as soon as they gave me approval, I worked like one more day at the house, and then Friday I did a job, and we moved over here. I was open on Saturday. But I had the place for 2 months. So I've been like getting lights up and doing this and painting and getting this waiting room taken care of, because that was the most important thing, is getting this waiting room taken care of. Make sure that this was presentable and I can nitpick everything. So like I still need lighting over the garage door when the garage door is closed because it's really dark over there.
That's a common problem.
Over the garage door.
Yeah, I see that in a lot of different shops. Yeah, the light coming in. Yep.
Yeah. So other than that, everything's good so far. Besides, I was supposed to have AC in here, and AC doesn't work. So I got to get a quote for that, so we can try to get that taken care of, because I kind of complained to them a little bit about that. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Has it been hot?
Say that again.
Does it get hot up there?
Yes. It's actually 74 in here now, and it hasn't even been that hot today.
Wait, 74 is not hot, man. That's nothing.
We're at 67% in humidity, so it's humid in here right now like crazy.
Okay. All right. I'll go with the humid.
Up here this week it was 90 one day, and 2 days later it was like 43.
Where are you at right now?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, that's right. Cash let you leave.
Yeah, right now it was up to 80s earlier today. Right now we're at 72. So weather here is not much better, but it's been nonstop raining on off. And it's kind of getting annoying, man. For like 2 weeks we have rain on off. And it's gonna be the same way for Film Fest. So later on this week it's still gonna be raining. So that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, that's what Steph was saying.
The guys that got the hotel next to the venue, the West End, are probably gonna be more comfortable because they're able to get their tools in and out and move back and forth. The people that
without getting wet,
they may be running into some water and stuff. Dude, it rained so bad yesterday. We go to a store and you could not see 10 feet out what was going on, and it rained for like 8 to 10 minutes like that, really heavy. And today, as I was coming from the shop to go pick up some extension wires, man, I hit Ryan. You know where Harrison is, right? That light right there.
Mm-hmm.
Going to the shop, Harrison, the main light. Man, that thing had water that was at least foot and a half, because it literally stopped my truck almost.
Like, oh, geez.
Back, water was everywhere, and I'm like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah,
that's what happened with the cars. I mean, my truck sits decent, and I'm only imagining if it's a car, like if it was a Camry, what would a Camry felt like in that damn thing?
It drowned. They put a lot of those cars pull the air from the bumper.
Man, it was wild. Like it literally, it felt like something hit the truck that's kind of slowed it down. It didn't completely stop, but it was like, what the hell just happened? But
Mhm.
that's crazy when it comes down to rain. But anyways, so
So yeah,
Steph
Cash,
sent
I
me
sent.
pictures of.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying. Steph sent some pictures to me of, I think, over towards the convention hall. I think it was somewhere that way, with some of the intersections flooded this week.
oh, I know there were some intersections flooded in Atlanta. Um,
Oh, it was lower. Yeah, maybe it was lower. I
yeah.
thought it was over that way.
So it's more towards Atlanta, but not on our side. But there are some roads that were starting to really be bad, man. It's crazy. So let me share what Tim had just sent me. So I've got that pulled up on the screen, so we can kind of talk about what Tim. I gotta pull this up off on a separate screen. So there's that. Okay, here we go. All right, can you see that?
Yeah, that I can see it. That's the waiting room. It came. That's how the waiting room came to me. The nasty floor and all those, because they had that as an office space.
Oh, they had it as an office space. Okay.
Yep.
Kind of like a '70s office or
It
something.
was a wood shop. This was a wood shop. So can you
Oh.
imagine picking up the sawdust?
Oh yeah, you were saying that. Yeah.
Yeah. There's still sawdust over there that I noticed, so I gotta try to take care of. But I sent this picture because I have a new garage door now, so that's why I sent this picture. There's a new garage door
Mm.
in my side.
Nice.
That's the waiting room now. The new wall TVs, the
Yeah.
Tint stuff up there, all my hats.
Looks much better, much more modern, and clean, purposeful.
Yeah, and I even changed the lights in the waiting room to the hex lights in the front.
Oh, nice.
That's,
That's a nice touch.
and that's my check-in area where they come in and I talk through that window, so I don't have to. They don't have to be seen. I don't have. Well, you can see in that perforated vinyl a little bit, but yeah. So I made that. So I had that open space over there. So one TV, but below that clock over there is going to be that's my advertisement TV, and then if they want to watch TV, they can watch it on the next one. So and
So
then
you
new
got
flooring.
TV playing on this one here for entertainment. You got marketing going on this one.
Yep. And then in the beginning, though, like during the day, I just turn them both on marketing. They're both marketing. And then when somebody waits, I'm like, hey, I turned the TV on for you. And I'll go turn the TV on. And most people say, I'll play on my phone. So I'm like, cool, I'll have marketing going on both of them. You just get hit by both of them. So,
I like your display, man. This is really nice, clean. I like this setup, how you took the tables and everything out and you made this
Yeah.
really
yeah,
nice.
this is
nice
a
and
big,
clean.
big thing for my wife. My wife, picked a lot of this. Well, she put a bunch of stuff in the cart. It's like, I think this will work good. And then we both agreed on some of the things. And like I had a stand over there where the coffee pot and stuff was that I had. One of the blue things, we actually repurposed it. And then I just didn't like the way it looked. So we found this and that, which right next to the window there is probably where I'm going to put that AC at. And then I redid my heat display, or not. I redid my heat boards from Flex Film. I had Haas sent me them. So I redid the heat display boards, and then that's the Mike Norg heat display up on the wall with the 4. So
Nice.
which if anybody,
I have a question.
but
With
if anybody wants the three heat display, that's for sale. I need to get rid of that. Go ahead.
When you have your TVs up there for the marketing and stuff, now do you also play like your videos and stuff that you post? Like to keep your like face and your social activity present there to the customers while they're in there, or
So my face is on the advertisement stuff. I do have some things on there with me. The problem is not the problem. I use Google or I use Amazon Photos because those are Amazon Fire TVs. So I just go in I just made an album in Amazon Photos, and I go in there and I go into the app and I turn on Photos in Amazon and I just hit shuffle and it shuffles all the images. So same thing with this TV.
Okay.
Same thing with this TV right here. if I want to watch YouTube or a football game, or if I want to shoot my daughter's softball game up on the TV, I can do that, or I can have advertisement TV. I sent you did you get the video, Cash?
I think there was a video. It's just not gonna play the audio on it, but I can play it.
I mean, that's fine, but you'll see us working and stuff. That was kind of cool. Which my video guy, that was my video guy that came and did that. And we did one where I was talking and walking through the shop and stuff. So that was supposed to be done today, but he ran out of time, he said.
What is going on? My phone will not charge.
Yeah, so I just put the Amazon photos is about to play back there, and go. It ain't gonna go. It will go. There it goes. Now just shuffle through the images back there.
Mm-hmm.
And to be honest with you, that's a great idea. I've been just turning it on while I'm working. Like if I'm on TikTok live.
Yep.
So like I said, no sound, unfortunately.
Yeah, he'll do a walkthrough of the whole waiting room, and there's Bill's daughter on the couch right there, and then my kid and grandson. They were watching some YouTube shorts or something on the TV. They got early access to doing all that. Then you can see all the guys working in the back. Like we're oil machines, man, right? Just looking in there, watching everybody just doing their thing.
It's always fun to attend some of these events, especially like Tintapalooza, where you just kind of go in and tint. Same thing what we did with John Little's, tinter for a
fundraiser
situation.
Yeah,
it's amazing when you have tinters that come together and they help each other out. It's just like things just get done real quick, man. And it's always surprising. Same thing with like Tintapalooza, same thing with John Little fundraiser we did. It was just amazing how things just turn, and tinters are literally knocking out stuff and they're waiting for stuff to happen, so it was just it's really cool. But I just I saw your grand opening. I know you've been talking about it on the Monday morning motivation, so I just wanted to kind of get your story in and kind of share with the people to kind of see, hey, sometimes difficulties or forcing you out of your house kind of turns it into this wonderful shop, man, that you designed that a lot of people are loving it, man. And just so happy to see that you're succeeding and you're killing it, and now you're enjoying it, that it's out of the house, and now like it's two different things. Business is business and home is home now,
TTown T-Shirtz is still at home in a sense. I mean, I don't do production there, but TTown T-Shirtz is still at home. I mean, the major equipment is here, but all the product is there, because I thought we would be able to fit some things in here for like product and things. It's just it'll be too cluttered in here.
You got it set up really nice, man. I mean, from all the videos and everything we've seen and you move around, it looks like you got it down pretty well. You're utilizing the space very well. It looks nice, clean, organized, which is, amazing to see that. So a lot of props to that.
I'll tell you, every time I get on TikTok live, though, everybody always talks about my glass boards that are hanging on my wall. They all love them, and then my gutters underneath there. They're like, "Where did you get those from?" And I make them myself. But
I mean, you put a lot of thought and effort into it, man. It really shows. So congratulations on that. I mean, the shop looks beautiful. The layout looks amazing. I can't wait till you finish the Swiss track all the way, because I think that's going to be your last touch. That's going to really kill it. I mean, that honestly looks so amazing already.
Dude, I'm honestly okay with it where it's at, dude. I'm really okay with it. I think I am, because when I brought because this was from my house. I brought most of it from my house, and then I ended up having to buy some more border So I bought some more border and I finished the edge, so I made it look really nice and stuff. But I'm only one person. One car fits here, and then when I work over here, you know, I can do cars over there, but I'd rather just do them all over here. And I ended up had to buy six more rows, as we were talking about before, but like 3 in the front and 3 in the back. And then, I mean, trucks fit on here perfect, cars fit on here perfect. And to be honest with you, I think it'll be easier when I got to clean it to just snap it in half, put it on top of each other, pull it out, instead of having the whole floor done and worrying about, yeah. So
makes sense. Hey man, if you're happy with it, that's all that matters, right?
But that is definitely in the future, maybe. But right now, I will tell you, besides sometimes when it's humid, this floor sweats a lot over on this side. So because of being that it's painted, what do they put on these floors?
Epoxy?
Painted epoxy. So it's pretty slippery. Yeah. It was
gotcha.
Yeah, epoxy with the buildup of the soap on the epoxy, and then it gets a little bit wet. Man, that's just as bad as stepping on the wet liners.
I tell you, and my
I
worst.
Know, that's what I was gonna say. It was like you better be careful with that, man. Like,
and my worst thing too, though, was I know it's a new place, so maybe that was where some of it was, but I was always pulling the mop out and mopping the area because I just didn't want to walk in the water because I don't have to. You don't. Even though there's water in there and there might be water on top, we don't walk in water. You know, with the floor out there, you walk on water. I just don't want to walk on water anymore. I don't know what it's going to be in the winter yet. I don't know what winter is going to come to, you know, but I typically am a person to get all the snow off the car before I pull it in a bay. It's just, let's see as much as I can. I know you can't get everything underneath the car and stuff like that, but get as much snow off the car, the less cleanup you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what anybody else does on that, but that's what I do.
I always wondered about that, like the Swiss track and up north, you know. So, like our shop up here, it's just sealed concrete, but it was basically built like a wash bay, you know. So it has a big drain in the center and everything too. And I have squeegees. I can push the slush, but they put like sand, they put cinders. You know, so you get these frozen ice blocks that are in the wheel wells that come in, and then when the shop's warm, it sits there and everything drops. You know, so then you got piles of it in there.
I kick all those
you
off.
Probably deal with this similar.
I call my boogers. I kick them all off. And Dustin, you are right.
Sometimes you can't kick them off until they. Sometimes, they won't come off. They're frozen.
And steel toe boots. I don't wear steel toe boots, but you do.
I'm afraid of some of the vehicles around here. They're so rusty that you're gonna take a quarter panel off with it or something, you know.
They make you tint fast.
Yeah.
Bit of tint fast.
I don't know.
Sorry about
it depends.
that. My alarm second time going off. Either there's a spider in front of a sensor or something, but that is the second time it's gone off. But hey, we're almost at that time, so damn man, time flies real quick.
Having fun.
Anything else you want to share, Tim? Anything you would like to address it to the public, to the people, and you know, everybody that came out there, man, they're speaking very highly of your shop, man.
Yeah, I definitely. That's like 1000%. Like, I couldn't have had the day that I had without the window tinters. I probably would have just did the cars that I had on the schedule. I wouldn't have took extra stuff on, stuff like that. I don't know. And is that something that you should do on a grand opening? I think it's great to have cars actually being tinted on grand opening instead of just walk through your shop, because you know a lot of people didn't. Like in the beginning, everybody did. Like I think I should have scheduled things a little later. Like I should have been like, we're going to tint at 10 o'clock and have an hour's worth of, you know, as you've seen some videos before with, you know, people just hanging out in here. You know, I was like, it was like 9:30, 9:45, and I was like, we really got to start tinting because we got to get shit done. So people are standing on the side. I was pulling that first car in. Like, yeah, we got to get stuff done, you know. And then we ended up working till 5 o'clock, which I was supposed to work till 3. But which, Bill, if you're still here, that Tesla will be here tomorrow morning. That we thought we took a Tesla on, but it was an Arcadia So, but we did really well. Like it was a phenomenal money making day at that. So, but other than that,
Awesome.
it was.
I think that it's a,
Go ahead.
well, I was going to say that I think that like kind of what you did is good for a grand opening, right? You got commotion, you got things going in and out, you got people watching and looking, you know, so it draws like a lot of attention. I'm sure that plaza that you're in too, like people are noticing, you know, like what's going on.
Yeah, this plaza has a lot of things going on. I think I'm in Atlanta over here. Prostitution down there, you know, prostitution. There's speed racing in the strip.
What?
Yeah,
Damn.
Well, that's all good for you, right? Because speed racers, you know, for one, they love their cars and they're going to get things done, and they probably wreck them and have to replace windows and glass and new cars. And I mean, hookers got cash, right?
They got ejected. They got ejected supposedly, but
Oh.
Damn.
got ejected.
Ryan's got a positive solution to everything right there.
Yeah,
Man,
but yeah,
that's-
you know, other than that, yeah, everything's been great. And you know, everybody that's helped me, even the people that's given me advice or whatever, and all my friends that my buddy Josh that came over after he got home from leaving from vacation, or not vacation, but from work, because he travels a lot, and he came and helped me move the floor in and hang the things up. You know, to the Kenny and Jason that helped me with the lights, and you know, if I needed something moved or whatever, they're ready to put their hands in and help. And you know, my wife being able to yell at me because I shouldn't have been doing this or shouldn't have been doing that. She took care of the bathroom, you know, cleaned up that, picked everything out that we could think of to put up there. You know, kids stuff, like we have a little kids area. I don't know if you have a kids area, but that's been a huge hit. So anybody that don't have a kids area, it seems like it's been a really huge hit when the kids have been hanging out with a little table and some kid toys. It's been a huge hit.
I think that's pretty important. You know, a lot of people. In fact, so I have this one girl who's very, very difficult to deal with, and she's been trying to book to finish her SUV for I think about 8 months of me traveling back and forth, right? And finally this week we booked this a while back, and I kept messaging her, you know, I'm like, hey, we're good. She just ghosted me, and then all of a sudden she's like, no, I can't come. I have my son, and he doesn't sit still. So if there's something there to keep the kids busy, that might, you know, help the calm the parents, I guess, as well. You know, some parents get stressed out when they're in public and their kids are fidgeting and doing things, you know.
Well, Bill's daughter was 7 years old, and that's the first thing he said. He was like, I don't know how much I'm going to do. I have my 7-year-old with me. I said, I got a TV, and we got some kid toys. And she legitimately sat on that couch most of the day on her tablet or watching TV. She did great.
Yeah, I mean, I remember her. Like she's good though. I think, you know, from what I've seen
She
of
was
her.
horrible.
So
Don't be telling her this way. She was good. No, she was good.
That girl is amazing. I love Bill's daughter, especially from the reunion last year, meeting with her and seeing her do the competition. It was amazing. I'm kind of sad that she's not gonna be here for the film fest, but you know, maybe next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but yeah,
I'm
man.
sad I ain't gonna be there. I'm sad I ain't gonna be there for real.
Yeah, me too.
With all this stuff that happened, there's just no way that I can do it, you know.
No, man, I understand.
Yeah, you got a lot on your plate.
Yeah, we understand, man. So
I could put it on a credit card if I could put it on a credit card if I wanted to, but that's not going to do good for business.
Oh, I gotta ask.
You just let us know. Hey.
Blue color, are you a Lions fan or something?
I am definitely a Lions fan. My garage used to be hit with the Lions, but I didn't bring no Lions stuff over here.
Any last words before we sign off here, man? I appreciate you coming on. Thank you for sharing your story.
Yeah, for sure. Not anytime because I got to come to the shop to go in live. But yeah, no, that was it. Just I appreciate everybody that showed up, everybody that's helped me in the whole journey, even from messaging Cato the other day. I messaged him and asked him a question. Just a random question about that perforated vinyl up in the front. We had a conversation. Just having people be able to talk to people. You know what I mean? And everybody that has orders with me, because I just seen Shamal commented on here, I will get you your keychains really soon. I promise. He didn't say that in the chat there,
But you got the
he
message.
did say I have to make money.
Yeah,
So that's it.
that was your little. I'm thinking of you, right?
That's probably why he commented on it.
Well, we thank you so much. Again, congratulations on your new location. Wish you best of luck. And last message for anybody that has not got tickets for Film Fest, tickets to attend are still available. Competitions are closed, schedules are up. Welcome dinner is happening Thursday night, 6 p.m. sharp. Get there 5:30. And get your badges on so you can go on. What's going on, guys? Congratulations, Tim, and the people that showed up to support your grand opening. Nice promo walkthrough video too. That is from Dave.
David the Shaver. That's Dave. David Shaver.
Oh,
Is
okay,
it?
okay. I
Yeah.
got David.
I can't see any
He
of
was on
that stuff,
Facebook,
man.
then he went on YouTube. Okay, so he was trying to throw us off. Okay, I got you, Dave. Because I couldn't see it. It was shadowed out on my screen. So
Yeah, it came
Anyway,
from my YouTube channel, I think. One of them.
yeah, so just letting you guys know, Film Fest. If anybody needs a welcome dinner ticket, there might be a welcome dinner ticket available. Reach out to me or Mother Marion, and we'll get you situated if you need one. I think we may have one or two that may have come available. I know she was working with somebody. I think with somebody earlier, and she might have found a ticket or two. So, anyways, without that, we'll be here next week, next Monday. We'll do a recap of Film Fest, and don't miss that out. The people that will be there, hopefully, we'll do some live streaming and share some of the content that is going on. And we will be, having fun starting Thursday, man. So if you want to come in early Thursday to pick up your badges are going to be available from noon to 2:30 to pick up your badges at the event hall D. And then, like I said, Thursday night we'll have the welcome dinner, and then on Friday morning we'll open up registration at 8:00 to pick up badge. Any new registration will register them at the spot. Other than that, man, I'm looking forward to this collaboration of everybody getting together, networking, and having a great event.
I can't wait, man. I'll see you all there.
All right, guys. Have a great night.
So yeah, good luck, guys.